Welcome back to Healthy Body Calm Mind channel.
Have you ever heard a friend or neighbor say, "I feel perfectly fine"? And then just a few days later, they're rushed to the hospital with a stroke. High blood pressure doesn't make noise. It doesn't give warnings. But it quietly wears down your health every single day. And when complications strike, it can take your life. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you everything you need to know about blood pressure and, most importantly, what you can do to protect yourself. According to recent statistics, the overall rate of hypertension is 47.3%, but among people over 60, it jumps to 60%, and for those over 80, more than 80%. High blood pressure is the leading cause of death and serious complications worldwide. Think of your heart as a pump and your blood vessels as pipes. Each time the heart contracts, blood is pushed throughout the body. The pressure of blood against the artery walls is called blood pressure. The ideal number is 120 over 80 millimeters of mercury. When it stays above 140 over 90, that's called hypertension. The level of danger is assessed according to the stages of hypertension. Pre-hypertension, up to 140 over 90, don't ignore it, monitor closely. Stage 1, up to 160 out of 100. Mild, damage is limited but starting. Stage 2, up to 180 over 110. Organ damage becomes noticeable. Narrowed arteries, atherosclerosis, left ventricular hypertrophy. Stage 3, over 180. Red alert, extremely dangerous. Severe damage to the heart, brain, kidneys, and blood vessels, leading to aneurysm, blocked arteries, heart attack, stroke, kidney failure, even death. Up to 90% of hypertension cases have no clear cause, but risk factors are well known. Uncontrollable factors. Family history. Hypertension often runs in families. Age. Risk increases as you get older. Gender. Men are more likely to develop the condition than women. However, women after menopause are at a higher risk compared to before. Race. Black Americans face higher risk and more severe hypertension than whites. Other conditions, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, and metabolic issues. Controllable factors. Diet. Eating too much salt, fried foods, and fast food causes fat buildup in the blood, narrowing the arteries. Habits. Smoking narrows blood vessels, alcohol raises heart rate and electrolyte imbalance. Weight. Overweight and obesity lead to hardened, narrowed arteries. Lack of exercise. Poor circulation, higher blood pressure, plus weight gain and metabolic problems. Do you see yourself in these risk factors? If so, you might already be close to the door of high blood pressure. The scariest part? Many people have no symptoms at all, but sometimes the body whispers small signals we tend to overlook, like morning headaches, dizziness or lightheadedness, blurred vision or seeing floaters, rapid heartbeat or palpitations, fatigue and poor concentration, blood in urine, nosebleeds, constipation. When you have these symptoms, listen to me. Find a way to know your exact blood pressure number. It's not just a meaningless figure. It could very well be your whole life. Because here's the truth. When high blood pressure leads to complications, it becomes extremely dangerous, especially for older adults. Heart failure. Up to 90% of heart failure cases are caused by hypertension. It often develops silently over many years, with a high risk of death if not detected and treated in time. Stroke. A blocked or ruptured blood vessel in the brain can cause severe brain damage, long-term disability, and in many cases, death. Heart attack. When a coronary artery gets blocked, parts of the heart muscle die. Kidney failure. Damage to the kidney's filtering system can lead to protein in the urine and loss of kidney function. Eye damage. High blood pressure can injure the blood vessels in the retina, causing hemorrhage, vision loss, and even blindness. And one more thing, diabetes and hypertension often go hand in hand. That's why if you have high blood pressure, you should get regular checkups to catch diabetes early if it develops. Now that you see how dangerous high blood pressure can be, let's talk about prevention. Sometimes one small habit can change your destiny. Hypertension is relatively easy to control if caught early. Starting today, here's what you can do. Maintain a healthy weight. Avoid overweight and obesity. Eat smart. Less salt, more veggies, fish, and whole grains. Stay active. Walk, cycle, or do yoga at least 30 minutes daily. Drop bad habits. Quit smoking. Cut back on alcohol. Get enough sleep. Care for your mind. Meditate, read, spend time with family. Track your numbers. Get a home blood pressure monitor. Know your BP like you know your age. If lifestyle changes aren't enough and your numbers stay high, see a doctor and take medication as prescribed. High blood pressure isn't the end. It's a reminder that your body needs more care. Every meal is a chance to heal. Every step you take adds years to your life. Every smile and conversation with loved ones is its own natural medicine. So check your blood pressure often. Care for your body. Remember, today's health is tomorrow's gift. At this stage of life, health is no longer just about living longer. It's about living with purpose. Staying healthy, it allows you to walk on your own 2 feet, care for yourself, and preserve your dignity and independence values that older Americans hold close to their hearts. When you are healthy, your family feels at ease. Your children and grandchildren see in you a strong example, one of discipline, resilience, and genuine self-respect. And beyond, the family society still needs you. Your wisdom, your kindness, your perspective, the kind that can only be earned through a lifetime of experience. Living healthy, living positively, and living with purpose is not just a gift you give yourself. It is a legacy you leave for the generations that follow. Start with the small things today, because there is still so much good in you to share and so much life left to enjoy. If you found this video helpful, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with your loved ones. Who knows? You might be the one who helps them avoid a future stroke. I'll see you again in the next video.